Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. Today we're going to scale it back a little bit and talk about an example. If this is the first time you're tuning into one of our videos, you've kind of seen this type of truck before and may be interested in one, but don't know anything about them. So that we're going to stop and discuss that a little bit. So basically there's two types of mid-size Freightliners. There's the M2 106, that's what we predominantly have, and they're more, we sell them on a more regular basis because they're more obtainable. The M2 106 comes with a Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It offers 360 horsepower. The other one, the M2 112, which is what we're going to take a look at today, is a different animal. It comes with the Detriot D13 engine in it. It offers 505 horsepower. So basically, that truck can pull whatever you need to. Another major difference is price, not only because of the engine, but by law, when you purchase an M2 112, we are required to charge a 12% federal excise tax. So if you think about the original price points to these trucks, and you add that tax on there, that can be rather expensive, which makes the one we're going to take a look at today even that much more intriguing and enticing to purchase, because this is a used truck. Somebody already purchased it. Somebody already paid that 12% federal excise tax. This is a 2023 Freightliner M2 112. The conversion is Summit Hauler. This truck has just a touch over 10,000 miles. Again, extremely rare that we get a 112 traded in at all, but coupled with the fact that it only has 10,000 miles on it, makes this individual extremely rare. So as we admire the truck from the side, and we'll talk about the conversion some, it comes with two storage compartments, a smaller one in back and a larger one up front. When you purchase the truck, you basically get a goodie bag with fuses, things like that in it. We pass that along to you. Over there is a connection for an air hose. And that's something I think a person's going to use more than maybe you originally realize. Because not only can you monitor the air pressure of your tires, you can put an air check on there to help keep the interior clean. Under here is the def tank. As we come forward, one fuel tank under here. The other one is on the opposite side. So as the truck is sitting in rest, as it is now, the fuel balances itself out. But when you go to fuel up your truck, you're going to want to do that independently. Block heater located here. We're definitely getting into that time of year where people's going to want to plug their trucks in at night, and right there is where you do it. As we come around and admire the truck from the side, as you can see, the previous owner put an Alliarc grill guard on. That is a company with a great reputation that really makes high quality items. We set this on down. We take a look at the grill, see how much air this allows into the engine. That's because the engine requires that much intake. Now, if you didn't know the difference between a 106 and 112 by looking at them, let me explain to you how you can do that. One is the size of the grill, like we just took a look at. Another, you see how the hood is square? It comes out and down. That is because of the size of that engine underneath. Comes out square and round as out and down compared to round. Now as we take a look underneath the hood, Again, that's the Detroit D13 engine. It is coupled with the Allison 4000 TRV transmission. This offers 505 horsepower and roughly 1,800 foot-pounds of torque. So as stated, that's the big block. This truck can tow a very large amount of weight. As we come on in and take a look at the tires, it comes with Michelin 275 80 R22.5. A unique thing about the Summit Hauler conversion is this additional drum located here. Those are tire balancers. So those have BBs and a little bit of hydraulic oil. So as you pick up speed and gain momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass. Consequently, things are safer if everything is balanced. In addition to that, it makes a more comfortable ride. And finally, it will extend tire life up to 40%. This truck is stock number 5U241321. As we take a look inside the driver's seat, both driver and passenger seat are air ride. Those adjustments can be made right here. The seats can be heated as well. This lets air in and out of the back of the seat, basically the lumbar system. The truck comes with a kill switch located right there. So when the truck is not in use, it's a good idea to shut that off. I mean, chances are whoever buys this truck is could be a month or two in between trips. So by shutting that kill switch off, we'll actually prolong the life of the battery. Underneath the steering wheel is a small pedal. That is to adjust the steering wheel while sitting in the driver's seat. Here we see where it says increase or decrease. That is for the brightness of the dash. The back seat makes down into a bed simply by pushing a button. So this can be extremely useful for families that go on trips together. You can lay that seat down and those kids can take naps as you go, or an individual who really makes those long journeys. How nice is that to be able just to pull over, lay that seat down and take a nap for a couple of hours before you need to start your journey again. In addition, I have checked with the DOT, that does qualify as a bed. Now, as we focus back here, we see that the bed is already lined. As we come around and admire it from behind, the backup camera is located right there. As we come on down, we see there's 2 holes already pre-drilled. If you are in need of more storage, I actually have storage boxes on hand now, so I can put them on there at time of delivery. Or if you have a truck already and are interested in one, I can ship that right to your location. And having those holes already pre-drilled makes installation very simple. As we take a look back here, it comes with a gooseneck ball already. That's what the previous owner used it for, was a horse trailer to go to various shows and events, things of that nature is what the truck was used for. With that being said, we can convert that to a 5th wheel if you have a heavy RV trailer or other uses. As we come back, this is for the Voyager system. Now that's the same system that the backup camera uses. So if you are in need of more cameras, you can simply hook them up there. And as we go on down, we see a hitch for the bumper pull trailer. As we come on around and admire the truck from this side, since it is a 2023, it still has plenty of warranty left. The Freightliner warranty is 2 years, unlimited miles. The transmission is 5 years, unlimited miles, and 3 years, 36,000 miles on the conversion itself. One thing the Summit Hauler conversion does is put extra weight over that rear axle. I mean, as we look at the truck from here, you can tell obviously it isn't balanced. No truck is, because it's so much heavier up front than it is behind. So by putting extra weight back there, it helps with a couple of things. One, you're not hopping as you're going down the road if you aren't towing a load. Second of all, it will help prevent hydroplaning. And finally, it will help us with traction if we find ourselves in mud. The passenger seat, identical to the driver's seat. It is air ride with the same adjustments. Under here gives us access to the cab air filters. And as we take a look from back here, the biggest thing to notice from this view is just how much room and space is available. In addition to that, there's screens behind the seats for DVD, for kids to view that as you're going up and down the road. But perhaps more importantly, the Summit Hauler conversion offers the softest, most comfortable seats on the market today. So that, coupled with the fact that there is a substantial amount of room, really makes those long journeys feel like nothing. Now let's crawl on in and take a closer look. As we take a look directly in front of us, we're going to talk about an advantage that this truck has over pickups, and that's visibility. See how high we are off the ground? Consequently, we can see above traffic and what's going on. In addition to that, if we take a look at the windshield, you can see it's incredibly large. So not only can we see things coming at us from the front, but from the sides as well. The backup camera is located right here. A CB radio has been installed already. As we come down, we see how the dash wraps around. It isn't flat. So if we need to make any adjustments, it's very simple to do. This is rear air conditioning or heat. Press this button that turns the fan on that blows the air into the back of the cab. This is an important one. That's the engine brake. This isn't just an exhaust brake like in the pickups. That's an engine brake. So you turn that on. If you're towing a heavy load and coming down a sharp decline, this will slow everything down. Compared to an exhaust brake that simply restricts the exhaust, this you have 500 horses coming back at you. Consequently, it slows everything down, which in turn makes things safer for you and your family, in addition to all the other drivers on the road as well. Automatic transmission right here, very simple. Right now we're in neutral with the brake on. When we're ready to start, simply release the brake, R for reverse, D for drive, and you're on your way. Now you can turn it into a manual by pressing the mode button and using these arrows to simply shift the gears. Cruise control located here. Intermittent marker lights located here. You see how truckers talk to each other when they're going up and down the road with their headlights? Right here is how you do that. Traction control located here. This locks the differential. These are for the windows. It does come with an additional option button. So if you want to install something else, you have a way to hook that up. Mirror heaters located here. This is the dump valve. So that lets all the air out of the bed of the truck. An example of when you would use that is when you go to hook up your trailer, release all the air, utilize your backup camera, simply back underneath your trailer, let the air back in, and all you need to do is jump out and secure everything, and you're good to go. This is the light test button. So if you press that, all the lights on the exterior light up. So one person can check to make sure everything is working properly before you start your travels. Brake here. This truck does come equipped with air lines already. So if your trailer does require air, we can simply install those glad hands wherever you want them, and you're all set. Red arc trailer brake located here. This dial is for the stereo. We see climate control here. This truck does come with massage seats. Right here are the remotes for that. As we open it up, we see more than ample storage room located on the inside. So as we review, this is a 2023 Freightliner M2 112. If you have any other questions, please reach out to me at 303-684-3404, or feel free to email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com. Thanks for tuning in today.